Hello everyone, for the day 3 recap I believe we're on now. So this would actually be the last recap video of this build. So mainly I put in a lot of hours today. We have roughly about 1 day and 16 hours on this build already. And pretty much we've already completed pretty much everything. Here we go. Sort of. There you go. Like, I have the 4 Watchstones. I did buy carries for 2 of them. The Maven Uber Elder, I just bought carries for 100C for both. It was just faster at the time with this build. Mainly Uber Elder, I do not trust this build at all. That would be an easy fail. And Maven, I can maybe do it with this build. It's just, I'm not exactly happy with the way this build is. And then Eater and Xart I did pretty easily. I'll link those videos at the end of this video. So they'll play at the end. And then we're pretty much at 92 out of 115 maps. So the maps I'm pretty much missing are like 9 unique. I'm missing I think 11 red, 1 white, and 2 yellow. Which I should be able to finish now, I think. Which I'll probably just end up buying the maps I'm missing. Just to finish off the Atlas. You know, I'll probably finish this on tomorrow. Like, you know, Shaper, Guardian, Await Cyrus, Cortex, Shaper, Screw the Fear. But Fear is like a different thing on its own. Like, I'll probably do most of the stuff off tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. But pretty much like even like this, I'm missing 30 skill points still. Like, I have a lot of points I'm missing. I need to work on. Like, that's one thing I just want to do now that I finished like the pain in the ass part of the game, which I probably don't like doing the most. But pretty much the tree, the build, the gems are all the exact same. The only thing I did change now with the 6 link is I did drop Melee Splash. It sucks. Just run multi-strike. It makes the build feel a lot better. And also, so since I do not have the Primordial Might Jewel still because it's so expensive, I have a Feeding Frenzy in here to pretty much... The Feeding Frenzy, if you don't have the Primordial Might, gives you the Primordial Might Jewel on your Golems. The only problem is, though, it pretty much turns your 6-link into a 5-link. So I'm pretty much running a 5-link right now with just the Feeding Frenzy that pretty much is a placeholder. If you have the Primordial Might, drop Feeding Frenzy and use Predator instead. So I have a Predator in the back over here that I'm switching for bossing. So like I'm bossing, I'll remove Feeding Frenzy and put a Predator in here. Predator gives you so much damage, and when you put the mark on the enemy, it makes all your golems just attack it, and it kills the bosses really quick, which is really nice. And you definitely do need it if you're doing bossing. Everything. Oh yeah, the rings. I started changing the rings. I got 1 ring changed. The other one I tried to roll the rings, but trying to get life with minions to have more minions deal more damage wasn't the easiest. I bought this for 5 chaos, and after this one, the next one, cheapest one was like 15 chaos. So I said screw that. So I'm just running 1 ring to fix my resistance for now until I get the 2nd ring. And then we also did get a darkness and throne in here. Pretty much these are both are just life. And minions deal more damage if you use a minion skill recently. I made both of these myself through Harvest Life. I've been trying to make more, but for some reason, these 2 were easy to hit. And I cannot hit it again for some reason. So, you know, if you don't want to try Harvest Game, just buy these for 25 chaos each. And every other piece of gear is still the exact same. All the gems are the exact same. The only thing I did change now, instead of running... the Defiance banner, I'm running Pride instead for a little bit more damage. You can switch back and forth between whichever one you want to use, but Pride works. Just push out maybe like 20% more damage, give or take. Flask, I still haven't fixed the Flask yet. I still like pretty much the Enduring Mana Flask has no use on the build. This would be your Rumi's Concoction if you bought one, which I probably should to get max block. Like 2nd Bone Ring right here would be the best thing to do. This shield is still complete garbage. You know, Shaper Shield would be much better just to get percent life on block would be nice. Getting Sunder Shield could be really nice too, just very expensive. Like those are probably your two your life versions to go with. Necklace definitely do much better. This is just strength, dex, life, resistance. Same helmet, no enchant yet. And that's pretty much the same with that. Skill tree, I did add the cluster jewel in the build. So I was rolling more cluster jewels like the other ones. And this was the next one I hit was a renewal and vicious bite. So I just kept it with the renewal on it. Because it didn't sell by the time I started putting the cluster jewel in. So I just said, screw it, I'll use it. And like this right here would be your primordial might. I just don't have it yet. And like, you know, the same thing like the tree. Nothing on the tree changed. I just took off like the life point here to pretty much just put this on, the whole cluster jewel in. I'm trying to think what else. Like, be honest, nothing really changed too much. I did the 4th lab. Come here. To get bone barrier for more life and get the bone armor skill. I'm trying to think what else. I don't think anything else changed too much. I'll link the POE in the description below. But I'm pretty sure nothing else changed from the last video. You know, Spectres, I think it's in the POB. So like right now, looking at the POB, the damage wise, each golem's like 150k give or take, so pretty shitty damage. No, 250k with Spectres. So if I actually played the build out more, you know, got like all 2020 gems, got a 2120 or 21-0 summon Carrion Golem, you know, 2020 Ruthless, like all these were 2020 I looked at, and the build jumps, like even the opposite, other random gems too, just putting 2020 on them. The build pretty much can go up to about 350k damage per golem, and that's not including, you know, if you go Awakening gems, like I think like Awakening Brutality is like 1 divine. Multi-strike is 7. Like minion damage was like 1 divine, I think, if that. So like there's definitely a lot of damage in the build you can pump out. You can probably easily hit 500,000 per golem on the low budget version if you really want to put more into this build. The reason why I'm not gonna keep going with this build like I really wanted to, like, you know, play the build out, switch into CI, you know, make the build my main boss or carry build. The reason why I'm not going that route anymore is because they nerfed the golem life so bad. The golems rarely stay alive through maps. Like, they get one-shot non-stop by everything. I ran the Green Conqueror, and he pretty much the snake's poison was one-shot in the golems. That's how bad it was going. Like, I think if you want this build to be good now, you pretty much, I think, are going to be stuck. Is it this one? Where are the minion nodes at? I think it's this one. Yeah, like you pretty much need to take all the minion defense now on the build, which is really annoying. Like you want to take this one for some defense. You have more elemental resistance here for golem. Like I think you almost need to take these 2 clusters now, which is really annoying, just for your golems to stay alive, because the golems just die so much. Spectres, no problem. They live along. Zombies suck. Golems are very squishy. So it definitely wasn't fun playing through a lot of the higher tier 16 maps I ran. Like I can do a quick one here. But no difference really changed from the last time. I don't like Lava Lake. Are we stuck running Lava Lake? No, I can run a Castle Rune. Yeah, maybe it's on this one. So let's do a Castle Rune real fast. I'll just do it on blue. Close enough. Maven. But yeah, the damage, it definitely, you definitely can notice it. I mean, it'll get better as time goes on. This way, yeah. But like when you start doing like XR and Eater Worlds, they hit so hard, especially the rares, that they just wreck the golems. The golems just cannot stay alive. Swap an entrance, sure. Here. Close enough. But yeah, nothing's really changed too much. Like drops, had an Exalt drop, sold that thing for 9 chaos. No divines dropped, no big items dropped. Pretty much today, I made pretty much no currency. Maybe a couple chaos here and there. That's pretty much been it. But yeah, you can see that like the build works through like normal monsters, but once you start adding like influences, it gets really bad. Like where you don't even want to run the map anymore. One thing I'll talk about too fast is Harvest. Harvest is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times when you I have all the Harvest nodes selected on the tree. Like I took everything. Like I have the T4 wheel on top, I have the 2 wheel here, wheel here. So one annoying thing about Harvest now is you're not guaranteed to get any life force. I've ran so many harvests where some of the crops I chose, like this one, sometimes you wouldn't get a single life force drop out. So pretty much you wasted your whole time fighting the harvest, which I think is something they need to fix because it feels really bad. Like luckily that I got something there, but I've gotten times where you don't get a single thing. Like I don't know if it's a bug, I don't know if it's intentional, I'm not fully sure. But I think something they do need to fix. So every crop you do gives you life force. But yeah, there's some rare mods on here that minions just take forever to kill on the fight link. Let's go up here and get this one. And then one thing too, I don't think Harvest is worth taking. I think if you want to do small crafts on Harvest, like Reforge, any of those, like Life, Crit, Speed, like all of those, I think those are worth doing on Harvest. Because at the time of this video, every 60 Life Force is 1 Chaos. So like every click you do on there is about 1 Chaos to 3 Chaos, man, if you're doing Crit or not. And then when you start looking at everything else after it, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 600 Life Force, it's just not worth it. You don't farm that many of these, even with all the points taken. You maybe get like a 100, maybe 200 if you only focus on one color. Like per run. And it depends how fast you can clear the runs out. It's not the best. Like I think the ones that are worth it is the Reforge, is the crit one, or the, like adding like a life crit, all that, like Reforge a rare with it. If you're not doing that one, the only other one I think is worth taking is the, this one I guess, I don't know. Is the one that switches Splinters and Breachstones. Or no, Breachstones and Timeless Emblems. I think those ones are worth good. For like 20 Life Force to flip one. It makes Cholula Breachstone super easy to get. Maracus Emblems easy to get. I think those are 100% worth it. It's not even 1 Chaos worth of Life Force for it, so why not? You can profit so much currency off of doing it, which I think is going to probably ruin the value on those emblems, but I think it's a very good option to add to the game. I think they do need to put the Divine one back in. Like, not having Divines on Harvest, I think feels pretty bad. They're definitely going to fix Harvest, in my opinion. Like, most likely I probably will take off all the Harvest nodes once I finish with this build. And probably not take it anymore for the rest of the league. And I'll probably just buy Life Force if I want to do something with Harvest. Unless they buff it. Like right there, like that one, I got 10 out of the whole entire thing, which doesn't make it feel that good at all. Like, I don't know how this is actually done too, like what you want to take. Like, some give you a lot, then there's other ones that give you nothing. So that's why I don't understand fully how this is designed. But like from that whole harvest, I got 360. That's roughly, I guess that popped up. So let's say 370. So that's like 6 chaos. You know, is that guaranteed 6 chaos good, or is it better to skip this and do something else for 6 chaos? Most likely probably something else. But yeah, like Maybe this is a blue map though, so it's not too bad with this build. Like, you can see how the damage is. Like, it works for, like, regular maps. You're gonna have no problem. When you start doing, like, influence maps, you're gonna notice your Golems is getting smacked really hard. Or you get smacked too on top of it. I guess I got bleed or something there? I'm not sure. Like, it's your normal Golem build. It definitely wants more investment, though. Map is done. But it does work. I would just be very cautious if you're going to play this build, to be honest. I would not recommend this build on a league start. If you're in a, like, weeks in the league, you have a lot of currency, you can get all of your primordial jewel set, you can get, like, good chunk of gear pre-done, then I'd probably recommend it. But if you're doing it as a full league start with no currency, I would just stay away from this, especially with the price right now of these primordial jewels. I've done this build 3 times on league start, and this is by far the worst I've ever seen the primordial jewels at. Mainly the red one is about 3 divines right now, which makes no sense. It's never been 3x on the first 3 days of a league. I think it's always been like 100 chaos at the most. Maybe 200 is pushing it, but 100 has been like where it's been average, or even less. So I think 3 divines is like over. It's like 150, I think, is the divine orb right now. Yeah, it's like 125. So 250, like 375 chaos for a primordial jewel. It's ridiculous. It pretty much made me pretty much not interested in playing the build much anymore because of that. Also, the fact that upgrading this build is so expensive this league. Like, if you want to go CI, you need so much currency. If you want to make this build better, you need so much currency. It's way too much currency, I feel like, to invest in the build to make it the point where I feel like it's worth playing. So that's the reason I'm going to dump this build. I'm going to play this build for one more day, finish off most of the maps I'm missing, try to finish, you know, a big chunk of this. I probably won't select any more points on here until I figure out which route I want to go. I might just finish up the last 1 point up here. And then after that, I'll probably hold off on points until I figure out exactly what I'm doing in my next build. I don't know if it's going to be a mapper build. I don't know if it's going to be a bossing build. I have zero idea. I'm looking at maybe playing like cold BV maybe. I just had bad experience in the past with fire BV. And I don't know if it's the same playstyle where it's a extremely glass cannon. But it's extremely fun. So it has up and down. But I got to see for sure which route I want to take. But if you like this video, subscribe down below, come follow on Twitch. I'll probably skip the video tomorrow, and then maybe on 2 days from now, I'll post a video of what build we're actually doing, how it's going. And then maybe do a thing with that build too. Like, do we do a mapper build? You know, like what the progress of that build is. Because I think I'm looking at either doing cold BV with void batteries, you know, the usual fun combo of that mess. Enki's Arc build I know is very good. The Arc Golem build with Galvanic Blast, I think it is. So like that build I know could do very well for Legion farming. There's some people on my guild are playing Gladiator or Collective Fever, so I want them to see how that build is before I look into it with Poet's Pen. So there's options I want to play. I just don't know if I want to do mapping or bossing, because a mapper build, there's no way a mapping build can run these kind of stuff. Like, I have difficulty 8s, 10s, all over the place here, 7s. Like, I don't think a mapper build can do these at all. So that's why I gotta figure that out too, because that would definitely make a big difference. But we'll see. I'll probably keep it updated in 2 days from now, or maybe 3 days, depending on where I'm at with finishing up this stuff and how much currency I have. So if you like the video, subscribe down below. Come follow on Twitch. I'm gonna leave you with the Eater and Exart kills right now, and then hope to see everyone on the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Well, let's go. Either we fail or we actually do something correct with this build. If we get real lucky, we get ashes. Probably surprised if we beat this. I forgot to switch my build to the correct build. Not shit, no. I'm done. We need to go 5 U 851 this. Let's go. Oh my god, this cat. So I put pray, curse. We should be able to do this actually. And it's white, it's actually not bad. Pretty sure we turned it to blue, not doable. Okay. No idea what killed me. This, and that. That should be in the middle now. Hit 1, hit 2. Curse. I'm getting close to the next set. Here goes number 2. Hit with this, hit with this. Ow. I just need my flask not being upgraded since Act. Oh, we haven't trusted my flask really since maps. This boss should be dead. Come on, give me something good. Oh, really? Rip. Where's he even at? Oh, I need to see him up here. Rip. We got garbage. Well, let's go to red one now. Okay, let's try red. Hope we don't die. Should be set. This one's gonna be a lot harder than the other one was. Oh, I really screwed up. I forgot to put Predator on. Shit. Can we do it halfway through? Hope we don't die. So that's on, that's on, that's on. I guess that worked. So I'm not worried about the damage. Predator just helps a lot. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention. Fun time. Oh, minions, do something here. Oh, my zombies are dead. And we're dead too. I almost made it. I mean, not bad for be screwing up the whole beginning, forgetting to put the gems on. Like damage against them actually works. Tiny bit, but it's better. Oh, I'm dead. I hate the ball phase. This build is so slow for it. That's 8 of those. You. I hope that's, yeah, that's it. I just don't want to get ball phases. He should be dead any second now. Alright, show me something good. Rip. Oh, that sucked. And another garbage item. Yep. I actually did the fight though.